Welcome again to this new Automate tutorial. This is the third part of the noLogin series. In this occasion, we will be discussing one between many ways of sending an UDP signal to unlock our computer. As you may guess, this way is through an Android device. It can be, of course, a tablet or a phone, but phone will be making more sense since everyone have one in their pocket most part of the day. So we will be showing the code in our Android Studio that implements a basic application with the basic configuration that we will be explaining in this super fast tutorial chapter. So let's get into the code. As you can see, we have our main activity class extending activity that will bring us the inherit on create method to let us set the basic configurations. Among the basic configuration, we will set the swipe button ID and its main change listener. Bear in mind that you will have to implement the swipe button library and of course have ready the main activity layout with the swipe object configuration. You can find this code example in our repository. Check the URL down in the description and you will be able to play around with it by changing things to fit your needs. Going back to our swipe button listener, we will be setting the basic logic to change the button state by using the log state variable, adding 1 to it and checking if it's even by the modulo operator. Doing this, we can detect when the button was swiped. Once we detect that, we call the send broadcast method with the message to be broadcasted. Now, this method has all the necessary instructions to prepare and send the incoming string parameter as a broadcast message. That basically means that we will send the message to all the network. This method has an auxiliary method that basically returns the network address of our local network dynamically. This will let us execute the program in all networks we are connected with, without having to put or modify the actual address, and will let us use this application in different networks. Once the method sendBroadcast gets the local network, it will send the packet filled by the actual message, the length, the address, and the port, which by now will be fixed to this number, that of course you can change suiting your needs. Once the packet is sent successfully, another message will be constructed and returned as method return. Also, we will be logging that message. Going back to the onCreate method, the return of the sendBroadcast method will return that message and print it to the device screen as a toast. We will set to sleep the application for 4 seconds to show that message. And finally, call the inherit finish method to close the activity and the application, letting it start again in future logins. That is basically it. Notice how all we have learned up to this point. We let us expand our work tremendously because we can connect many devices and make them interact in many ways. Following this path in the next video, we will be joining this series with the voice control series, and we will be logging with our voice instead of a swipe button with an Android device. See you in the next one and have a good one. Computer unlocked.